notes, and pitches. Music is written on what we call the staff. This is what the staff looks like. It consists of 5 lines and 4 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the 4 spaces. 1, 2, 3, and 4. As you notice, I started from the bottom, going to the top when I counted. When we count the lines and spaces, we always start from the bottom and work our way to the top. So it would always be line 1, line 2, line 3, line 4, and line 5, and same with the spaces. Space 1, space 2, space 3, and space 4. Musical notes are written on the staff. A music note is an oval-shaped symbol that's placed on the lines or on the spaces, like this. We have an oval shape. We can go on the lines, or we can go in the spaces. These are what musical notes look like. Most often when we think of music notes, we see this written on so many different things. We've seen this before. These are what we call eighth notes. In a different video, we'll discuss the different types of notes and what they mean. But for now, we just need to focus on that music notes are just oval-shaped symbols that can be written in many different ways that are written on the staff, whether on lines or on the spaces. Next, we're going to talk about pitches. Musical notes represent sounds that are called pitches. Each note that is written on the staff is assigned a letter name. We'll talk about that in a different video as well. But those letter names are what we call pitches. Pitches are the different things that we hear. The other thing that's important to know is whether a pitch is higher or lower. So if we start with a pitch right here, I'm going to draw an oval symbol right there, my note. If I have a pitch here on line 2, because we go 1, 2, I'm going to throw another pitch up here, I'm going to throw one here, and maybe right there. Now let's determine whether it's higher or lower. The way we do this is by looking at the lines and the spaces. We've already learned that when we count the lines and spaces, we always go from the bottom to the top. So I have this note here. It is on line 1, 2. It's on line 2. This note is on line 3. 3 is higher than 2. So that means from here to here, this pitch is higher. So I'm going to put an H to represent higher. Now let's look at the distance between these two notes. This note is on line 3, but this note is on space 1. That means this note is higher than here. So that means that this note is lower. So I'm going to put an L to represent lower. Now let's try the distance between these two notes. This note is on space 1. This note is on space 4. So that means the distance between here is this is higher. So we'll put an H for higher. If you have any questions about any of you seen this of any of this that we've talked about, comment below or shoot me a message, and I'm more than happy to elaborate or explain anything else for you. See you in the next video.